Good morning. So we'll go into basic training. My experiences part 2. All right. So after we got smoked, they put us all in the formation and they briefed us on pretty much how basic was going to be, which was if you do what you were told to do, if you try your best and you do the best that you can, then you'll make it. Okay. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So they took us, excuse me, sleepy, man. I had a wild weekend. But anyway, so they took us to where we were going to be living in the barracks. And the drill sergeants, of course, the males and females are separated. So the males were on the second floor, the females were on the first floor. So they took us, and similar to when I was talking about reception, it was like a bay, and they had bunk beds, and they had lockers. So this time you were assigned a bed. So they showed us how the beds needed to be made. So your bed has to be made up every morning, and it has to be exactly how they show you how it needs to be. Hospital corners, all that. So you had 2 white sheets, you had this green wool sheet, and then of course you had your pillow with your pillowcase, right? So they showed us how the beds needed to be made every morning, and then you had an assigned locker. So you had your lock, so you had to put your stuff in the lockers. Your clothes had to be hung up a specific way. The clothes that you had to put inside the drawers that were in the locker had to be displayed a certain way. No questions asked. We went to the classroom. We wrote papers. They had us write a paper on ourselves talking about the things that, the reason why we joined the military and what were our goals and things of that nature. And why did I write in the paper? I suck at running. Please don't run as hard. I'm begging you. Don't do that. I wrote this in his paper, right? So, when we went to the DFAC, you had to conduct yourself in the DFAC a particular way. So you marched, and it was a formation going into the DFAC, and you would take turns. They would open the door, let a certain amount of people in, close the door, and you in line, and the line made a snake, and you just would march in slowly, slowly, one by one as people were going in. So once you get into the DFAC, you had to stand at parade rest when you didn't move. When you moved, you marched, and then when you stopped, you stood at parade rest. There was no talking. Once you got your food, you would sidestep. You sidestep, sit down, then you get back up, get your drinks. You can get 2 cups of whatever it is you wanted to get, and you had to hold the cups to your chest like this. So then you're holding the 2 cups like this to your chest. I think the video stopped. All right, so then you can get whatever you wanted. The food was good. It was like a buffet almost, but you couldn't get the food yourself. There were people there who served the food to you. So you were able to get whatever you wanted, but you could not get no dessert. They was not having that. They said if they catch you with some ice cream, some cakes, some pies, anything of that nature, you gonna burn it off. You gonna burn it off. Also, you could not take food out of the DFAC, but you already know that ain't pleased. People taking food. You know what I'm saying? So while you were in line, it would take like 20 to 30 minutes before you got your food, and you would wait in line, and the drill sergeants would come up to you and they would ask you random questions. And if you didn't know the answer, they would kick you out and make you go to the back of the line. And you literally could have been right there, like you about to get your food. Smell good, you hungry. Here they come. What is the warrior ethos? I don't know, drill sergeant. Get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line. And now you got to go all the way back. Woo, those are the days. Basic training was something else, but I kid you not, I miss it. Like now, being in for so long, I miss it, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. But anyway, so we're going back to this. So, pretty much the lifestyle is you working out. You're definitely gonna do physical training, and we ran a lot. And when you wrote your paper of whatever it is, trust me, the drill sergeants read it because they made sure I was in the front. and they made sure I ran. They was like, oh, you don't like running, Sergeant? Get to the front. And I ran. They pushed me past my physical limits. But every single day that I woke up and I had to do it again, I got stronger and stronger. Mentally, not even realizing it. It's all mental. It's a mental thing. You be amazed at what your body can do. You be amazed at what your body can do and what it can accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mentally believe that you have you mentally put barriers and limits on what you can do mentally sometimes without you even knowing it. And in order for you to break that barrier, you have to push yourself past the limit that you mentally think that you have, if that makes sense. And they push you past that limit. So as you're going through and you're going above what you thought you can do, it gives you confidence and it makes you stronger and it makes you last longer and keep pushing forward because you're breaking those limits. And that's what basic training is about. It's about breaking those limits that you mentally feel like you have, breaking them and rebuilding you to a better person. And that's what it did. So we'd get up early in the morning, like 5 in the morning. We'd go so we'll start with day one. So it was like, all right, y'all gonna have formation probably like 6 o'clock in the morning. I need y'all in formation 10 minutes prior. Everybody needs to be formed up, standing at attention. So day comes, get up, make your bed and all that stuff like that. You nervous, you anxious, you don't know what's going on, what they're about to do. This is day one in basic training. So we get up wearing a summer PT, shorts and shirt, go down to the formation. People talking, nobody standing in the formation at attention. You even had some people coming late. There were no drill sergeants nowhere to be found. So we're just standing there. And what I'm telling you is drill sergeants are always looking. Even when you don't think they're looking, they are always watching. Always looking, always observing to see the type of people that they're dealing with, to see who has potential in being a future leader, all things of that nature. And there's always somebody hitting me up. Hold on. Yeah, so sorry about that. So we're in formation. I'm nervous. I'm like, people are not doing what these people, they just told us not to do what everybody is doing. So some people are standing in formation at attention. Some people are doing what they're supposed to do, but a majority of the people weren't. You have people coming up to the formation super late, and everybody's talking. And I'm like, y'all just, y'all forgot what we did yesterday? Like, why are y'all doing this? So lo and behold, drill sergeants finally come out. They was like, I told y'all to be down here at this time. I told y'all to be standing at attention. I told y'all to be quiet. I told y'all to wait, yada, yada, yada. Half right, face, front lean rest position, move. They smoked us. And when I say they smoked us, they smoked us. And the whole entire time I'm thinking, it don't even matter what I do. If everybody else is not doing what they're supposed to do, I am still going to struggle. So yeah, it's a lot of mass punishment, which means if one person messes up, then the whole team pays for it. And it's a team building method because it forces everybody to not only focus on themselves. You have to worry about what everybody else is doing and make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do for you to be successful. And when you're in the military or any type of organization, that is important. You cannot have the mentality of, oh, it's just me. You have to have the mentality that you have a team of people and you have to do the best that you can to make sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to do in order for y'all to be successful. So, anyway, that's part 2 of my basic training experience, and I'll keep going on. You know, I got a lot to share. I hope that you all have a good day today. All right.